Hi, welcome my lovelies. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kamoy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today we are doing the daily vibration for December 20th, 2019, which is vibrating on the number 8, okay? Before we jump into today's vibration, however, I do want to remind you guys that I do go live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So you guys can you guys can join us live on YouTube at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we jumped into the chat and answer questions, okay? If you're tuning in via my podcast, you can find me on YouTube at the number 4, Your Inner Voice, okay? All right, my love. So today we are doing a vibration for December 20th, 2019. Now keep in mind that energy is fluid. There will not be dates in the caption, which means whenever you click on this video or you listen to this podcast, if the message resonates, then it's for you. So you take what you need and you leave what you don't, okay? With that being said, I also want to remind you guys that the daily vibrations go up every morning at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, not just on YouTube, but also on my podcast. So you guys can, click on them if you're up around 12:15, or definitely check the daily vibrations before you step out and begin your day. Now, you guys know that I always talk about intuitive energy, and intuitive energy is available to you all day, every day, okay? That's your choice whether or not you're going to tap into your intuitive side, okay? However, it's available to you, okay, at any point throughout the day, all day, every day, it's available. Now, you know how they have the saying that goes, opportunities only come around once in a lifetime. But can I tell you that's malarkey. That's not true, okay? And I would say that is not true because once you understand that your intuition is available to you all day, every day, you will understand that your intuition or your intuitive nature is also linked to your opportunities, okay? So just keep that in mind as you're moving through the day. Now, I do want to focus on one thing for today's vibration. So I didn't write a lot of notes today as I was surfing within my spirit, just thinking about the vibration of the number 8, and as I was doing the research as far as what the number 8 resonated on, I really wanted just to tune in on one particular thing, because we are talking about the sun's energy this week and what role the sun's energy plays in your personal walk, okay, or your personal spiritual walk, or your personal growth, or just how you move daily and how it resonates in your life as far as the 4 elements are concerned, okay? So not only is intuitive information available to you always, the number 8 also vibrates on new beginnings, okay? Now, and that's on the higher vibrational end of things, okay? Or on the lower vibrational end. It just really depends on your perception. So we do know that new beginnings is an atmosphere today because we're vibrating on the number 8. Now, I want you to be mindful, however, for the lower vibrational end of that is just being stuck in the past. So we're going to talk about that today. New beginnings versus being stuck in the past, all right? Now, we got the 4 elements on deck today, and we're going to break this down. It's not going to be a long video today or a long podcast today. We're just going to dive straight into things, okay? And we're going to start off with your fire signs because you know it is fire season. We're still in Sagittarius season, okay? And showing up in the fire placement today, we do have the sun in Aries, which is all about new beginnings, okay? Now, let me just say, okay, intuitively, I felt that's where the energy was going even before we pulled the cards, or I shuffled the cards, okay? I do pre-shuffle the cards because I do record for my podcast as well as for the YouTube channel. So I pre-shuffle the cards, and my mind was really on new beginnings, like the number 8, new beginnings. So it's not coincidence to me that this card popped out. And it popped out in the fire placement, which is your action placement. So for my fire signs, we're talking about Leos, we're talking about Sagittarius, and we're talking about Aries energy, okay? And when the sun's energy is being highlighted, you have to remember the sun is the life force. So the sun is that spark. Your sun is going to give you your intention in which things should be carried out, okay? Now, so your sun is going to go ahead and give an intention or plant a seed. You can look at the sun's energy as planting a seed, right? And you know there's always a negative and a positive because we have polarities, up, down, good, bad, left, right, okay? So there's always a polarity. So the sun's polarity is still going to be negative or positive. So whatever you give, okay, is what is going to be highlighted. So if you're operating from a lower vibrational end and you're given lower vibrational energy, like, okay, let's see, if we're using optimism, and you know, to be optimistic is to be positive versus somebody that can be a pessimist, right? So if we're using optimism of what the sun needs to shine out, how is the sun projecting, aka you, your energy? How is your energy projecting outwardly to the world as far as optimism is concerned? Are you projecting out pessimistic point of view of optimism, or are you looking at everything unfolding beautifully, right? Are you more positive about the outcome? All right. So with that being said, keep in mind, my love, that whatever your sun's energy or whatever you shine the light on, whatever your intention is, that spark, whatever your spark of intention is what's projected outwardly by your sun. Okay. And then your moon energy, which is the womb. Okay. The moon energy create things. Okay. It incubate things. All right. So if you're sending out negative and your life force is sending out lower vibrational negative energy, that is what you're going to give birth to. Okay. Remember, moon is emotional energy. It's a magnetic energy. The sun is what? The sun is your spirit, or that spark, that life force energy. And it is that electrical energy that gives the spark. Okay. All right. Fire signs, you guys got new beginnings popping out today, which is all about taking a leap of faith. All right. Now, even if you are not a fire sign, how you can utilize this energy today would be by you being mindful that you do need to take a leap of faith, because new beginnings is available to you. So you may have to take actions if necessary today. You don't really need to be a fire sign to tap into this energy. Okay. So if you have any action driven things that needs to be done today, you have new beginnings opening up for you. So you need to take a leap of faith today, all right, regardless of your sign. Now, for my wonderful water signs, now keep in mind, water represents your emotions. So we're talking about Pisces energy, we're talking about Scorpio's energy, and we're talking about Cancer's energy. Today, you guys have the sun in Virgo popping up, okay? And with the sun in Virgo's energy, this is all about understanding that you reap what you sow. What have you been planting? Okay, and we just went through the whole analogy of the sun being the life giver, okay, and the intent giver, and the moon being the incubator that creates and give birth to whatever energetically the sun is reflecting back to her. Okay, it's a electromagnetic pull. All right, but so low key. And this is where the mystery come in. Low key, because the moon houses your subconscious mind, you really gotta be mindful what you're planting subconsciously, because everything exists subconsciously, right? The sun is just sparking whatever already exists subconsciously. So the sun is like giving the directives of all the orders, but creation already exists even before you can see it, right? So it's important for you to be mindful, my wonderful water signs, about your emotions. Right? Once you sow something, or once you plant a seed, right? Or even to have a seed, right? There's already life and creation in that seed, even if you can't see it. So if you have an apple seed, right, there's still apples that live or reside within that tiny apple seed, even if you can't see the apples right now. You know it's an apple seed. So if you plant that seed, it will produce apples, not oranges, not bananas, but apples. Okay. So keep in mind, you reap what you sow, my wonderful water sign, which means you want to be mindful of how you're operating. Make sure you're moving with integrity, because this is a season of new beginnings. Now, if you are not a water sign, how does this fall in your placement and how you can utilize this energy? For any signs, you can utilize this energy by clearly understanding emotionally what you invest in is what you will be rewarded with. Okay, so energy in Virgo is very analytical energy. This is all about your endeavors. This is all about, you being able to sow, okay, or really invest your energy, aka your emotions, right, into what you want to see unfold. If you don't want something to unfold, don't invest energy, emotion, time in your head, in your mental thoughts, and your spiritual thoughts about something that you do not want to unfold. Okay? Now that's for my water signs, or anyone else that needs to place this energy in your daily life. Okay? Now, Let's move over to the air signs. Okay, air signs, and we're talking about my Libras, my Geminis, as well as my Aquarius. You guys, the air energy represents your spiritual and your mental thinking. And today you guys have the sun in Pisces energy. Pisces energy is very it's water energy, so it's very intuitive energy. Okay, but Pisces also takes a collective understanding, or I would say it is supposed to take a collective understanding slash understanding of all 12 zodiac signs and implement them in the proper perspective of where your life needs to be. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is known as a planet of mysticism, or you can find alchemy there. So just be mindful. When this card pops up, my wonderful air sign, this is all about serving a higher purpose within yourself, operating from a place of love and wisdom, right? Now, because it's landing in the air placement, right? No matter what sign you are, how you can utilize this energy today is by mentally and spiritually making sure you're aligning with yourself, not just in love, but with wisdom. Allowing yourself to listen to that positive voice as it comes through today. Allowing yourself to pay attention to your intuition today. Allowing yourself to feel, and we talked about this the other day, where we talked about you being able to feel, right, what's bubbling up in you, or okay, because the sun is going to bring light, right? And there's also a saying, out of darkness comes light, right? So if you are standing in a room of darkness, what's the first thing you're going to do is what? Flip the light on, right? And if you are a light being and you step into your dark self, will you not bring light to the places within yourself that was once dark, right? How do you do that, my wonderful air signs? You're doing that today by paying attention and aligning yourself in with your higher self with love and wisdom. That means kind of filtering out everybody else's expectations and everybody else's anticipations and everybody else's interpretations or everybody else's perceptions about what you think or what they think or how they think or how they feel. Today, you should be aligning with your higher self because you know what that feels like. That's that voice that you sometimes don't listen to and you're like, damn. You know, like if a voice says turn left, but you turn right, although you know you heard clearly turn left, and you get caught in traffic, you're like, fuck, I should have listened when my voice said turn left, you know? So that's what we're paying attention to today. That the little nudges, those little, it's like subtle moments, the subtleties, okay? Within self is what you're paying attention to today, my wonderful air signs, okay? Now, for my wonderful earth signs, you guys have the moon in Aquarius today, and this is all about having a free spirit. This is all about paying attention to the inner child and maybe being a little laid back, not so uptight today. Don't be so uptight today. Don't be so quick to take things personal today. All right, you don't have to be so intense today. Allow the inner wild child to awaken within you. Maybe question things a little bit more before you just, give up on things. You can question things to see exactly if you're missing information or not. Aquarius's energy is that knowing or that gnosis energy within self. You can't quite explain it, but you just know. And therefore, because I know it is, all right, it's that freedom of, I want to put it like, if anyone have little kids, or little niecey poos or nephews, right? You guys know that when you promise your nephews, your niece, or your children something, they have a way of circling back. Like, when are you going to do, or when am I going to get, because you said. They're always going to circle back because you said, okay? And they want to hold you to that truth. They live in the anticipation of that wish already being fulfilled. It's just a matter of when you're going to deliver the goods, because as far as they're concerned, the goods is already there. You just haven't brought it to them yet, right? So just be mindful, my wonderful earth signs. You need to operate with that type of energy today. Go back into that inner child and not be so serious today. Laugh at yourself a little bit, not take things so personal today. Now, if you are operating from any other of the 11 zodiacs, let's say the 10 zodiacs. If you're operating from any other of the 10 zodiacs outside of the earth signs, what you may need to do today and how you can utilize this energy is laugh at yourself. Laugh at yourself when shit may not physically pan out the way you think they should today. Okay. Be a little bit more laid back and just still operate with intention of things working out for your greater good or your greatest good. Okay. Just be mindful about that. Keep in mind that the sun's energy is electrical energy, which means you're pulling in, you're giving out. Okay. The sun's energy you're shining outwardly. So what are you shining outwardly? What are you shining outwardly? That's electrical energy. So that's the spark. What are you sparking within yourself? What are you sparking internally? What inner knowing are you internally gaining revelation to? Right? What internal projects or what internal dreams are you now giving sparks to? What are you creating? Right? What are you creating? Right? Okay, so just keep that in mind, right? Your sun's energy is your life force energy. And this energy plays out not just in your birth sign, okay, what month you were born and, no, it plays out in your day-to-day life. Your sun sign rules your heart chakra. The sun and the moon sign rules your heart chakra. That Leo and that Cancerian energy rules your heart chakra. The Cancer energy is all about how you feel. And remember, I told you, a feeling is what gets you manifestation in this third dimensional realm. The Leo energy rules your will, your ego, and your spirit. Are you going to go with your ego or are you going to go with the spirit? The spirit is that spark, that intention. What is your intention? What is your intent, right? Intend. Okay? Whatever you is inner, and whatever you tend to is what you saw, you give attention to. Okay, so just pay attention to that, my loves, as you are moving through your day to day. All right, so today, once again, we're vibrating on the number 8, and it's all about new beginnings today. But you just want to be mindful not to allow yourself to get stuck in the past, my loves. That's going to be important, okay? With that being said, my lovelies, once again, don't forget that I do go live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube, so you guys can come on and check us out, because I do answer questions from the chat, and we have a lot of fun, okay? And the daily vibrations goes up at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, or every morning, rather, not just here on YouTube, but also on my podcast, if you're streaming in from a podcast. Don't forget, so holiday specials, we do have $50 donation specials going on. If you would like to have an intuitive reading / coaching session with me, you can make a $50 donation and receive the calendar link to schedule your appointment. If you are tuning in via YouTube, you can find all of that information in the description box below, as well as all of my podcast links in the description box below. If you're tuning in via my podcast and you would like to reach me, you guys can email me at the number 4, yourinnervoice@gmail.com. Once again, the number 4, yourinnervoice@gmail.com. That will be how you can email me. That would also be the PayPal information to make your donation if you would like to schedule an appointment. Or you can cash at me your donation at $KIMOY106. Once again, that's $KIMOY106. Okay, now, guys, it's important for you to be able to really honor yourself with this energy that we're transitioning into, to know who you are and to love yourself. Okay, that's very, very important. All right. So with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow in the daily vibrations. I have not started to put out the individuals this week because the energy, I shuffled, and I did a few pre-polls. And the energy is still like that really stuck in the past energy. And I have not been feeling like I want to do any type of readings with that same heavy stuck in the past energy. So we're going to feel it out later on today and see exactly where that energy is taking us. And if I feel like the energy has shifted, I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to repeat that same, no, it's a new season for that, right? And I don't want to fake the funk about what's going on energetically either, All right. Okay. With that being said, my loves, I love you guys much. Honor yourself. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. And thank you guys so much for all of the love, for subscribing, for your donations, for booking your appointments, for showing up on the lives. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you guys in your dailies tomorrow, as well as your individuals. Bye, my love.